Hello, today is Sunday, May 3rd, 2026. Here is your daily signal. According to Fortune, the Trump White House now claims the Iran war is effectively over following a ceasefire declaration that began in April, a move designed to avoid the need for congressional approval. On May 2, 2026, Iran issued a formal ceasefire declaration affecting regional hostilities involving U.S. interests. The U.S. Congress has ongoing debates over war powers and military engagement in the Middle East due to existing authorizations. Middle Eastern oil exports remain a critical factor for global markets, often responding to regional instability. The Iranian government, led by Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei and President Ebrahim Raisi, is a central actor, while major oil companies such as Saudi Aramco and BP have significant operations dependent on stable Middle East oil flows, and international oil shipping firms like Frontline Limited monitor the Strait of Hormuz for transit security. On May 3, 2026, The Wall Street Journal reported Iran's ceasefire pledge led to an emergency U.S. congressional session on reviewing the 2001 and 2002 OMF authorities. Reuters confirmed that Brent crude prices dropped 2% after the Iranian announcement, reflecting increased investor optimism about shipping security. Politico stated that U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson scheduled hearings on executive war powers in light of the Iran ceasefire. In the near term, the congressional review of military authorizations may constrain or redefine U.S. engagement in the Middle East. Short-term oil price stabilization is possible if regional tensions remain low following Iran's ceasefire. Medium-term, energy firms could reassess regional investment and shipping strategies depending on sustained peace, and congressional debates might prompt new legislation clarifying or restricting presidential war powers related to Iran and neighboring states. Moving on, Fortune reports that Meta wants to spend even more after losing $80 billion on the metaverse and shedding over 20 million users, while Amazon's cloud sales are rising at their fastest in 15 quarters, though investor concerns about AI capital spending have pushed its stock down. Meta and Amazon are investing heavily in artificial intelligence to enhance their platforms and services. Public perception of AI impacts workforce policies, influencing both adoption rates and regulatory responses. Corporate spending on AI is rising, with major tech firms leading the race for innovation and competitive advantage, but questions remain about the effects of AI on U.S. workforce dynamics and job security. Mark Zuckerberg at Meta and Andy Jassy at Amazon, alongside U.S. labor institutions, are central to ongoing discussions. Meta Platforms Inc. and Amazon.com Inc. are currently among the largest corporate investors in AI technology, and the U.S. Department of Labor and congressional committees monitor and respond to tech-driven workforce changes while public opinion is shaped by consumer advocacy groups and technology watchdogs. Meta announced a $35 billion investment in AI infrastructure, and Amazon revealed new AI-powered AWS services targeting U.S. enterprises with a rollout starting May 3, 2026. In the near term, increased AI spending may accelerate automation, impacting job types and numbers in the U.S. workforce. In the medium term, regulatory scrutiny could intensify, prompting potential shifts in policy regarding worker protections and tech adoption. Corporate investments may trigger broader industry adoption, but could also widen gaps between tech leaders and traditional sectors, with public perception and trust in AI likely influencing future corporate strategies and government interventions. Finally, New Scientist highlights that an unorthodox version of quantum theory, Bohmian mechanics, could reveal what reality truly is, with new experiments now underway. Bohmian mechanics, proposed by David Bohm in 1952, provides a deterministic interpretation of quantum mechanics, positing that particles have definite trajectories guided by a quantum wave unlike the standard Copenhagen interpretation. This theory aims to address the quantum measurement problem and offers insights into the notion of objective reality, with debates often focusing on its compatibility with established quantum experiments and philosophical implications. David Bohm is credited as the originator, while prominent institutions like Oxford University and Princeton University host research groups investigating quantum interpretations. Researchers such as Sheldon Goldstein and Detlef Drr have advanced the mathematical and experimental analysis of Bohmian mechanics, and quantum technology firms like IBM and Google are involved in related quantum research, albeit mainly focusing on standard interpretations. Experimental results led by Prof. Maria Schlosshauer at Oregon State University were published May 2, 2026, validating non-local particle behavior. Nature Physics released a review on May 3 discussing new techniques in testing Bohmian trajectories using quantum dots, and MIT researchers announced a collaboration to test objective reality in quantum systems via Bohmian approaches. Near-term consequences may include increased experimental funding for alternative quantum interpretations, while Bohmian mechanics could challenge aspects of quantum computing design if trajectories influence entanglement dynamics. Medium-term, confirmation of objective reality through Bohmian experiments may spark philosophical and technical reassessment of quantum mechanics curricula, with intensified international collaboration as institutions seek to replicate and extend recent results. Now, onto the markets. International markets saw mostly modest gains, with the Netherlands leading up 7.36% month-over-month and Germany up over 5%. France edged higher with EWQ rising 3.47%, while the United Kingdom slipped by 0.27% day-over-day despite a month-over-month increase. Taiwan stood out in Asia, surging more than 25% in the past month, and Japan fell nearly 0.9% day-over-day but still posted a monthly gain. In commodities, silver jumped by 2.44% day-over-day, while U.S. oil fell nearly 2.92% but showed strong momentum over the month. Agriculture climbed almost 3.7%, with corn up 1.07% day-over-day. Among favorites, Oracle had a standout day, climbing over 6.47%, while AMD continued its sharp upward trend with a monthly gain above 71%. Microsoft advanced by 1.63% day-over-day, but Nvidia slipped about 0.56% despite impressive monthly growth. In sector performance, semiconductors rallied 0.93% day-over-day and are up nearly 38% for the month, while real estate and healthcare lagged. On the stock action front, Q Biopharma soared 108.8% to 30.42, and Skycorp Solar Group spiked 123.2%, while Dynamics Corporation plunged almost 88.4% to 10.75, and Credit Suisse High Yield Fund dropped 76.8% today. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.